Hello, and welcome back. Maybe you're driving, maybe you are home, maybe you're just sat down after a long day and need a moment to breathe. Wherever you are very welcome here. This podcast is a space for people who understand that our homes aren't just where we live. They are where we regulate, recover, create, and grow. Today's episode, it's a very reflective episode for me. It's about seasons of change, the ones that reshape us very quietly and the ones that ask us to rebuild from the inside out. In this episode, we will explore how life transitions shift our identity, why our nervous system responds so strongly to our environment, how creating this podcast became part of my own healing process, the lessons I'm carrying forward in 2026, and what truly means to nurture a space so you can thrive, not just function. Before we begin in this conversation, if this conversation resonates with you, take a moment, hit subscribe so we can keep providing high quality episodes for you. There is so much more coming, and I would love you to stay connected, okay? Take a breath with me and let's begin. So this year, what a year. 5 was the year I became a mom. For those who doesn't know, this was such a big journey for me and my husband. We've been on the train for 4 years. I know, hey? And the past few years, when I start thinking and going back, was very hard years for both of us. So much frustration and learning. And so I feel that this year, the year arrived and my whole world rearranged itself overnight. What a big change for both of us. People tell you motherhood changed you, but no one prepares you for the quiet changes. The identity shifts very deep inside. The way your sense of self expands and contracts at once. My body changed, my peace changed, my prayers changed, but the biggest change happened inside of my mind. Was incredible. I felt emotions that I never felt in my life before, and I didn't even know they existed. An intensity that made everything feel bigger. Love, fear, joy, doubt, questions, tenderness, exhaustion. And woven through it all, the postpartum hormones. Oh my, they are real, powerful, and they are unfiltered. I'll tell you that. They are not easy to navigate. Some days they made you feel like a warrior, yes. Other days they brought so much insecurity to the surface that I didn't even know I had carried. But here's the truth I learned. Postpartum forces you to meet yourself, to polish yourself, to go inside yourself and start having a deep look on everything. The raw one, the honest one, and as uncomfortable as that was, I was also healing myself. So becoming a mom made me start to look into everything with more love, more caring. I'll tell you some secrets. Motherhood cracked me right open. Showed me some fears from my childhood I didn't even know existed. All the stories I didn't know were still inside my body, like negative energy. Expectations I did not realize I was carrying. Sometimes I was so hard on myself. And one day, in the middle of this emotional tornado, it was a tornado. It is a tornado because I'm still living it. Something whispered to me, you are allowed to reinvent yourself. We are allowed to do something different. We are allowed to change. You are allowed to take space. That whisper became the beginning of my healing. In neuroscience, tell us that emotional transitions like motherhood rewire the brain. And this year, I actually listened to a podcast where an expert was explaining how the mom's brain is completely rewired when she has a children. And that helped me a lot. That helped me stop feeling guilty, stop feeling the pressure. I'm allowed to be a mom. And I'm allowed to feel everything I'm feeling right now. And this year I could feel it. I was becoming someone completely new, someone softer but stronger, someone more grounded and more intentional. I couldn't waste time anymore, Like every free time I have, I want to do something very meaningful. I want to be hyper-focused. I don't have time to waste anymore because the other time I want to be with my little one. So as part of my healing, I started the podcast. But I was just brave enough to start a podcast after I wrote a book called Creating Healing Homes for Children. I want to be at service. I want to help people. And I always want to do that. But I never knew how. So before I find all the answers, I just followed my heart and started the podcast. I started Happy Healthy Homes not because I had everything figured out. No, I have nothing figured out, to be honest. But because I needed a place to explore what I was learning, a place to talk about well-being, neuroscience, children environment, sustainability, motherhood, how life is not stable, good and bad days, to be able to share with you, and the emotional memory of our homes. Every episode became like a mirror, a permission, a reminder that healing happens in small moments. The way we speak to ourselves, that's something I changed a lot. So before being a mom, I was always worried about my weight, how I looked, how people would think about me. And this year, I took a really deep connection and a really deep look into me and said, wow, you are incredible. Your body is amazing. Look what you've done. Look everything you're doing. So I just want to tell you, if you're listening to me and you're someone like me that's always pressuring yourself to the extreme and want to be perfect, there is no perfect. And I spent my whole life dealing with low self-esteem and always taking on my body. I need to lose weight. I can't do this. I can't do that. And that just made me worse, just made me sicker and stressed. And I never learned about nervous system, how to heal, how to take a break. And this podcast and this journey and architecture was my biggest teacher on that regard, because through these spaces, I learned how to heal myself as well. And I just want to let you know that just give yourself a break, And that's what I've been doing to me a lot, especially after being a mom and finally recognizing that my body is incredible. I might be 30 kilos overweight, but do you know what? I don't care anymore. I'm just so grateful for what my body done for me. When my body is ready and feels safe and relaxed, I'm sure it's going to go back to itself. But right now, I'm just giving myself a break and looking me in the mirror and say, I am so proud of you and I'm grateful for you. Changing completely the way I speak to myself and being aware about it. Because it becomes a habit of criticizing ourselves all the time. And remember, our voice is the most important voice because it's the voice we hear all day long. The way we design our space is the way we honor the season we are in. Do you know? This is all the things I've been learning a lot. I learned that design, it's not about decor. It's about feelings. This is something I know for a long time. But this year, it hit me so deep because I'm living it. I never lived what I teach so much, what I do so much. So design is about how we feel, about safety, about identity. It's about regulation, belonging. And this podcast is growing alongside me. It held my hand through the hardest months. So sometimes just coming here and sharing some experiences with you helped me to heal as well. And it taught me that women don't want perfect advice. They want honesty, softness, and science wrapped in a heart. Because sometimes to go there and research, it's hard, isn't it? We don't have that much time. So, the 5 lessons I'm carrying into 2026 from 2025. I'll tell you from the bottom of my heart, this year has been a really, really important year for me. I think I'll remember this year forever. Healing is a journey, not a destination. So it's about all the choices every day, day by day. Motherhood did not break me. It revealed me. It showed me what I needed. I did need to slow down, cycle, take care of myself, and understand that I'm worthy. I'm worthy of love. I'm worthy of happiness. I'm worthy of good things in my life, you know? Because I never stopped to say, I am worthy. I'm worthy of good things. I was always in a hurry of achieving more, doing more, and never stopped to just appreciate life a bit more. Our homes reflect our inner world. This is an incredible learning for this year. Do you know, the days I felt messy, stressed, negative, and couldn't handle, I reflect in my house. My house was messy. My house was all over the place. I could not handle it. When I slowed down, my house slowed down with me. When I softened, my space softened as well. When I healed, my home felt safer. So as I was going through this whole process, I was applying things I talk with you here in my own spaces. And our spaces respond to our energy. So as I was healing, my house was healing. And I feel that things are lighter, happier, moving better, and it's easier. It's becoming easier every day as I become more soft. I allow myself to be happy. I allow myself to feel worthy and expand, take space. My house just flows. Things start to flow as well in my space. Women need community, not perfection. This is something that really touched me this year. I realized how much we crave support, conversation, and real stories, not curated perfection. Life's not on Instagram. And even on Instagram, I really bring the reality, the real me. There's no way everyone does always look that good or that perfect or that organized. No, there are days that are messy, really messy. And there are days that you get so much done. And having community is so important. Just having someone there to have a chat. So this year, I did a lot of activities with my daughter. We live in Australia. I am so blessed. They have beautiful libraries here. I think I talk about the libraries a lot. I even wrote on my book. And they're a lifesaver, I'll tell you that. They have these classes you can take. Babies. I discovered an amazing Brazilian playgroup. I take Kyla to the playgroup. She loves it, but I love even more. Do you know why? Because on the playgroup, we talk real talk. We're not fake. We don't fake anything. We just talk about the struggles. And like some days, all you want to do is cry because you don't know how to work it out. And then some days you're happy and you're inviting the other moms to go out to the park. And so find your niche, find your community. Do not try to go alone on this journey. We need those people. We need those other women that's on the same boat as us, especially if they have kids. especially if they're going through hard moments like you. Starting before you feel ready is the bravest thing you can do. So I was not ready to launch a podcast, but I did it. And it became one of the best decisions of my year. This idea has been haunting me for years now. And I don't know, just made me more confident, made me seek more for myself. I joined the group of businesswomen and made me meet so many amazing people. I'm the kind of person that I am very inspired by other people. If someone is extremely successful, I love it. I just wanna to understand their story here and just like, oh, that's amazing. That's so inspiring. That makes me feel happy. And that makes you like, oh, if they made it, I can do as well. Do you know what I mean? I'm this type of person. I love connecting with people and knowing people and understanding stories. Number 5, last one, motherhood expands you. Definitely. Not just your heart, but your identity, your courage, your capacity. It asks a lot from us, doesn't it? But gives back just as deep. I changed it completely. I cannot even realize I am a different person. Yes, I think I'm more compassionate, definitely, with myself, with my parents, with other people. I am more confident, and I can definitely get more things done in less time because I have to do it. If I have 15 minutes, I need to make most of it. So, just a little love letter to you. If 2025 stretched you, if it softened you, if it cracked you open or reshaped you, my love, you're not alone. This year reminded me that women are resilient beyond measure. That we can be tired and powerful at the same time. That we can heal while we nurture. My goodness, how amazing is our body! And that even in the hardest seasons, we are growing in ways we can't yet see. Thank you so much for being with me this year. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing. I am so grateful. I can just say thank you for sending messages that meant more than you think. You turned this little idea into a community. And in 2026, we are going deeper into well-being, neuroscience, children's spaces, and the art of creating homes that truly nurture. If this episode touched your heart, please share with another woman who had a big year too. And don't forget to sit down, deep breathe, and listen to your intuition. You're powerful. Don't forget to keep listening to this podcast in 2026. I'm very grateful for all of you. And I mentioned a few times my book here. If you're curious to learn more, I will put the link on the show notes. Thank you for being here. Thank you for walking this year with me.